Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scrubbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Saturday, August 14th, or if you're listening to this in Australia, it possibly could be Sunday, August 15th. So today the moon is in Scorpio all day. The moon in Scorpio always brings an intensity, a deep willingness to dig deep, and a willingness to confront issues. The moon was, before the moon is in Scorpio, it moves through Libra. And Libra is generally, pretty reasonable, looks at both sides of the issues, and, spends a lot of time trying to bring balance to a situation. When you get to Scorpio, the energy shifts quite a bit. It moves from being a Venus-ruled sign to a Mars-ruled sign, Scorpio. And most of the times we want to take action. Now, the interesting thing about today is that there are two relatively irritating aspects. One is an inconjunct between Venus and Jupiter. Venus is in Virgo right now. Jupiter, of course, is in Aquarius. Inconjuncts require adjustments to be made. And the adjustments that need to be made are created by slack, or flack, I should say, not slack, flack that you get from the outside world. You can feel overly optimistic about something. Maybe you're expecting too much out of a situation. And of course, it could be too much out of a relationship, whether that be a romantic relationship or a friendship. But there is this sense of expecting too much, going for too much, overreaching, being more optimistic than is actually prudent. At the same time, Mars makes a sesquiquadrate to Pluto, and this is where we can come up against power struggles. This is a difficult aspect, and we may feel like we're being held back in some way. So with the intensity of the Scorpio moon, and with these energies of having to make adjustments in the way we're relating to situations and relating to each other, can make for a rather challenging day when it comes to relating. So I think this is the type of day where perhaps we need to just step back a little bit, manage our expectations, avoid the frustration that can happen when you desire something to happen, or you desire something and it's not happening, and maybe perhaps you feel like the world may be against you on that. It's not so much that the world is against you as it is that it's just not the right time yet. And so patience is a virtue here. But it can be a virtue that's difficult to not so much navigate, but even find in the situation. There's a lot of extremes. There's a lot of feelings of, if we don't do something now, it's going to just be, it's going to be too late. And in some instances, that's true. But today is not one of them. So do what you can do. If you're relating to somebody and they're annoying you, or they're not seeing your point, step back from it. Because pushing the river today is not going to help. And thinking that you have the power or the ability to push the river is also not going to work for you. There's a real necessity at this time to sort of go with the flow of things, and that can, especially for people who are used to sort of being proactive and doing what they can do to make the world, or make their world, a better place. The action-oriented people. I'd like to think that many of the people who watch this are those people. They want to do something. They want to make a difference. They're not going to wait for people in power to step up. They're going to start the process. Well, yes, that's true. And many of us have started different kinds of processes. But today, as an individual day, we really do need to be aware that if we are, now not everybody is going to have a hard time, okay? So it's not like, it kind of depends a little bit. You're more likely to have a challenging time, but I think we need to trust that there is a timing and a season and a reason. And today's one of those days where I think we need to observe and learn and make the adjustments necessary so that you can actually get the things that you want to get done, accomplished, in a way that's not going to create power struggles or is not going to have you overextend yourself to the point that it either costs you too much money or it's not something, it's a cost you're not able to pay. Okay, guys, so have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. It's pretty early here and it is oppressively muggy, and it's not particularly hot because the sun hasn't come up yet, actually. Well, it's up, but it's not overhead, and but it's going to be a really hot day, and I wanted to come out early to do this. So have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. Much love, everyone. Take care.